running on, Aegon about to get into the clear. It's Need I Say More, Lord Ardmore Marine, here's Aegon. Bourbonnier wider out's running on, Need I Say More, Aegon and Bourbonnier from the back, Marine through the middle. Aegon took the lead in the Guineas, Bourbonnier after him the outside. Aegon, Bourbonnier stride for stride, I think Aegon might have got it. Aegon's got it, the photo finish confirming that number 2 Aegon, all the way from King's Landing to Riccarton Park.
It's great, they were going so slow, I was worried, and he was in a pretty tricky spot, but Leith had a lot of confidence in him.
Have you been involved with the Group 1 winner from this standpoint before?
No. It's pretty special. It hasn't really hit home yet, but no, it's a great thrill and just wrapped to race it with a great bunch of people.
Andrew, you've already got a Group 1 winner in Aegon. That must be pretty satisfying.
Yeah, it was a huge thrill. Obviously, to work toward that race and have it all come off on the day is never easy, but those great things fell into place, and yeah, it's what racing at the elite level is, isn't it? Just having a bit of luck on the day too.
It was always the plan to come to the 3-year-old Karaka Million. Tell me about the path that you've decided to take to get there.
Yeah, I guess the race is very lucrative, being $1 million, so we had to have a go at it, I guess, but just the timing's probably not ideal for him, where he's had to go. Initially the Guineas was the first target, then we had to sort of back off him, get him home, give him a break, and then we couldn't really give him a lead up run with the time we had available to us, so yeah, fresh up at the mile.
So it was really prioritising giving him that break rather than leaving him in work?
It was, the first and foremost, he needed a good break after Riccarton. He had really struggled through the spring. He didn't eat that well. He wasn't really right in the coat, and he only sort of just came right towards the end of that preparation. So he needed a good break to get over the travel and all of that. So that was first and foremost, knowing that we wanted to set him up for hopefully a good, solid autumn campaign.
And how has he done? What's the horse like that you got back into the stable after that break?
Great. It took him probably a good couple of weeks to get over the trip, and then those last 2 weeks out at Henley Park he really bloomed, and he came in looking $1 million. So we've had plenty of horse to work with. He's been perfect. He hasn't missed a feed. He's much stronger and just coping with life a lot better.
And in this build-up towards the Karaka Million, what's his work been like? And that trial was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was good. It was more just the day out and the exhibition gallop at Ellerslie, just days out to sort of keep him up to the mark, keep his mind on the job really, and just not have him too rusty when we get to the races first time out for a few months. What's
the feedback been like from Leith about his condition?
Yeah, Leith was really happy with him, particularly his last trial. He said he felt super, so and I thought his final gallop this morning was really good. That's probably the best bit of work he's put in for a while, so no, very happy with him.
What work did he do this morning?
He worked over probably about 1,200 metres, worked with the chosen one, and they had a good solid hit out. We knew that it was probably going to be his final bit of fast work, really good solid gallop he's going to get before the race, so he'll just have a final little sprint up the straight on Thursday morning and he'll be as ready as we can have him.
Andrew, originally you purchased the horse yourself. What were the physical attributes that attracted you to him?
Physically, I think he was just a very athletic horse. Obviously, he's quite an attractive horse, nice colour, just a good way about him. He moved well. I just think the athleticism. I think people say he's not an overly big horse, but I think he's big enough, and he's just quite a neat, well put together horse.
Tell me about the barrier draw that you'd like, and we know he gets back in his runs. Can we expect that again?
I think so. Even at his trial the other day, you just watch, he's half-filling it slow, and then he picked up and could actually put himself into a position, but if he goes out and he's half-filling it slow on race day, he won't be able to just punch up and find a posse like you can in a trial. So that'll be the key. I think naturally he's just got into a habit of just falling out of the gates a little bit. That just seems to be his pattern. Horses sort of develop a pattern like that, and we'll just have to work around that. So a good barrier draw is ideal. Obviously you would rather probably just try and come through them than right around them, because then you're a little bit dictated to by tempo.
It's being pegged as a match race between Amarilinea and Aegon. How do you assess your main rival in Amarilinea?
She looks really smart. Obviously she's an improving Savabeel filly, and they're scary at the best of times, so they just keep getting better and better. So yeah, she looks a real threat. What's your gut feeling on his condition and how prepared you've got him for the big day? I think he's pretty well spot on. We know we have to be careful because in a perfect world we've got a good campaign in front of us, and this is only the first run back into that preparation, so we don't want to have him bottomed out first up. He's ready with good improvement in him, knowing that hopefully we've got other races to tackle as well.